Hello everyone, welcome to episode 4 of Guild Wars 2, and today we are going to continue our journey from level 1 to level 80. So in the previous episode we have completed the Divinity's Reach map and the Custom Hills map. So right now we're going to go through to our next journey to the next location. And so right now we are going to kill all those supplies barracks, and then we're going to help with the waddle. Okay, we're going to kill all the bandits quests. You can see once we explore this location, as usual our strategy here is to complete all the points of interest, and hopefully we can complete this episode for Guild Wars 2 series. It's going to be a long epic journey. I have pre-recorded some episode up to episode 7, and for each episode, because it's a raw gameplay of actual footage of me leveling for level 1 to level 80, so you'll see most of the things that I will be doing when also leveling level 1 to level 80. So it's gonna take some time, and the journey is going to be long and epic, and I hope I can complete this series that I set out to do. I'm right now in the midst of trying to get all my commentary all together, and then hopefully we can accomplish this series before this year's end. But I think it's gonna be a difficult task for me, because I'm basically separating the gameplays from the commentary. I'll be doing the gameplays first so that I can focus on gameplays, so that it will not like store much memory without like much accomplishment in the video recording. And then once I have like some accomplishment in the gameplay itself, I will do more commentary. So basically I'm as I said in my previous episode, I'm going to do a lot of mono tasks, where I'll try to commentary on the gameplay and also try to progress my characters to the next episode. I'm basically choosing a warrior right now, and so far warrior for two-handed sword, there's a lot of melee DPS in terms of two-handed sword. I also found that warrior will also DPS a lot if they use a bow. So right now you can see my set of skills all ready and done, and I'm going to kill all those bandits and all those stuff like that, and then try to slash and kill everything around. And you can see right now the bandits here. I'm going to complete this hard quest. It's going to be a standard. Every hard quest will have a standard 3 things to do. You need to choose one of the things which the easiest way for me to complete all those quests. So far most of the times I may be choosing just one hard quest, and then I'll be able to complete the task. So it's going to be long and epic journey, and hopefully we can continue and complete this series for Guild Wars 2 as soon as we can, so that we can enjoy for the fun part, for the game review, and hopefully for the PvP aspect of Guild Wars 2. But it's been quite some time, because this kind of like recording is just going to be a very like raw commentary, but we hope to at least complete this series first before anything else. We have also started like other series like for this channel. We also hope to complete that series as well, but mainly for Guild Wars 2 we'll hope to just try our best and see where this series will lead us to for Guild Wars 2. And so basically Guild Wars 2 is much like an open world MMORPG, but it's actually not an open world. On first look it really looks like open world, because the world is so big. There's some teleport portal where you can go here and there, but because the world is so big that it feels like an open world MMORPG where there's tons of things to explore, and a lot of questing systems are quite unique, because it's not like a standard MMORPG as well, because they combine those with like innovative gameplays from games where they make the CDs, where they sell in terms of like boxes of CDs and stuff like that. So it's quite different from a traditional like MMORPG, where most of the MMORPG has a standard set of ideas where people will just press F or universal buttons. This game also adopt from other games function, for example the F button, where you can use F to basically pick up items and interact with NPCs. So I believe like Guild Wars 2 is also built for gamers who wants to play on a console, on a console controller, because there's a lot of F button where you can interact, so most of the time you may not need your mouse. But for me, I still prefer my mouse. But I do not know how the console controller, how are they going to arrange their inventory if they use a console controller. So I guess that's what the shortcut buttons are for people to sell junks, so that they don't need to arrange stuff like that. You can see we went on to the event that just popped up. Someone started this event. So right now we are just going to join this event, and you can see there's some kind of flower at the center of the map and some kind of monster that was spawned. Basically this NPC will help us to tank all the damage, and then we'll do all the killing. Good strategy is that if you are ranged, you have slight advantage here. You don't need to go within the circle boundary, so that you'll not receive any more damage here within the circle boundary. Okay, so right now we're just gonna kill whatever things that we can kill, and then there'll be like the hallucination kind of monsters that'll kind of damage you. So there won't be any kind of monsters like this kind of monsters that will just pop up from nowhere. Basically it's just a carbon copy of some other monsters that was like remodeled and redesigned so that it looks kind of black, kind of like a hallucination monsters that you need to battle. But basically it's just a same design for the monsters, same attack, but it's just that the way it dies, it just disappear like a hallucination in your mind. So this flower is causing all the hallucinations, so we need to kill this flower. You can see the NPC was tanking. Some of our players was dead inside, and some other guys went to resurrect. So basically I'm just going to use a ranged weapon, rifle, to try and kill the monsters. So right now we're gonna kill as much monsters as we can, and then hopefully we can get to the next part of our journey. And you can see all the venomous snakes and stuff like that. So we're just going to kill whatever things that we can kill, and you can see more serpents, and finally the monster is like dead right now. So we are going to try and gather and pick up the loot that the monsters has dropped. I believe the loot will allow us to do some crafting. It's part of the crafting materials. So once we completed the event, we'll get like some experience as well. It's a good thing that we join the event so that we can level as fast as possible. So every time when you do see an event in Guild Wars 2, it's advisable to join so that you can level as fast as possible, especially for your level. So whenever there's the event, I'll just run towards to the event, and hopefully we can get to the next stage of the map as soon as we can. You can see we have already leveled up. We have some reward for leveling up to level 17. So in this episode 4, we have a level to 17 there, which is a great start for the adventure for Guild Wars 2. So right now we need to kill these monsters over here, the centaurs, and hopefully we can clear these centaur monsters here. And there's one more monsters over there, and hopefully we can clear that as well. So once we clear that, we am going to the next location here. You can see this was another event, the escort quest. In Guild Wars 2, there are many escort quests that are kind of they look the same. When I first played Guild Wars 2, there's always this kind of escort quest. So I believe like all escort quests takes up a lot of time because it just stops in one location and sometimes you will not move. So it's kind of frustrating if you do a lot of escort quests, but like I say, I want the experience. So whenever there is some kind of event, I'll just join in randomly, and hopefully we can complete this event as fast as we can. Because at the moment If I do run to other location, I don't see any random event popping up. So for this episode 4, I guess we'll just try and complete this event for Guild Wars 2 as fast as we can. You can see more centaurs over there. One more centaurs that was on this location. We'll be killing more of the centaurs and stuff like that, and then we'll be try and sniping all the centaurs over here. So right now, after we kill the centaurs here, we'll be going through. Hopefully we can escort this kind of ox, which looks like a caravan. In our previous episode, it really looks like a caravan there that's going to escort to this farm over here. You can see there are more and more doodle birds there that we need to kill. So right now we're just going to continue our journey, jump across the crops here, and then hopefully we can clear this event. And it's done, a gold medal. In Guild Wars 2, every time you completed an event, sometimes you'll get bronze, silver, or gold medal. The gold medal means that you have done a lot for the event and they awarded you with a gold medal. You'll get most of the experience up from the gold medal awards for the gold medal medal. So right now for a silver medal, that's a second. You will get a second second best XP. And then for the bronze, basically you didn't do anything, but somehow you joined the event and the event was completed, so you managed to get a bronze. Bronze was only awarded to players who did not do anything, but still they get some rewards because the event was completed and you joined somehow, but you did not do anything. But yeah, the event still awards you with experience and fame points. Okay, you can see we are at the mining area here. And again, not much thing to look. We're going to try and sell our items, manage our inventory, and see what other items we can sell. When you do manage your inventory, as I said in the previous episode, there's like 3 types of grade. The green item so far I found is the best, which is the best grade for me for this level. The blue item is the second best, followed by the white items. So usually I'll just sell NPC the white items and the blue items, and then I will try to sell the auction house for the green item. But the thing is, if you do buy the game for new players, you can NPC that, but it's not worthy to NPC. Because if you buy the game, you can access to the auction house. So once you have access to the auction house, you don't really need NPC. You just need to sell all your junks instantly in the auction house. If there was sufficient player they're wanting to buy your stuff. So some players may want to buy your stuff for some particular reason or another, to level up, or perhaps use your gear at their certain level. It might be the best gear at the time for players with that certain level. So many players, they may still want a low level because it's actually very difficult to level up very fast in Guild Wars 2. But for professional players, it's very easy to level up, because I heard from some professional players that they level up within 1 to 2 days or even less and that, because they have spent lots of money. They use like crafting, they don't explore the location, they just change the main character just by crafting, which they might miss out on the storyline for the character. So for me, if you do play this game a lot, like I have like created this human characters at 3 times, so it might means I've created like this game a lot of times, so it's kind of hard. Like if you want to create the same character over and over again, or you want to play a different character to experience the storyline, you might find that you need to replay the whole story, which will take some time. You can see there was some kind of daily quest. Sometimes I don't bother with the daily quest because my goal right now is just to level. I don't know what I get from the daily quest, really, some kind of chest. So I get it as I explore the Vista, as I explore the map, and hopefully we can complete the map. So when I do find in Google, sometimes if I do completed the hearts, I do find the Vistas, and I do find the point of interest with the waypoint. And all these things, when you do find, and also the hero point, all the 5 things, once you find all the 5 things you're supposed to discover in the particular map, it'll give you a reward from completing the whole entire map. So what happened was, you do complete the entire map and you'll get a reward. And all these map that you completed actually will award, if you do complete the whole thing, you can actually get an icon to say that you completed the entire thing for Guild Wars 2, and they will give you some kind of another set of rewards, a new title and new icon, and also the reward to get your legendary items. So these are very important for like Guild Wars 2 players, for players who completed all those like maps, and then you'll be able to get the legendary items and stuff like that. So for me, because I have a thing that I don't want to leave out for Guild Wars 2, that I want everything to be as perfect as I can. So sometimes I may want the entire like Guild Wars 2, I may want to complete all the map as I can, so that I don't leave anything up for the character. It feels kind of strange if you leave the map out for the character, but if they do have like new design for the character, new meta, new shit, new skin, it doesn't really matter to me for a new skin, because I can choose a color and you look all black and things like that. So what I'm going to focus is maybe in the future I may make my character look good, so I will be motivated to play the character. But for me, functionality is more important in the game. So far I have been able to access the game, the character move fluidly, combat move fluidly. That's what mattered the most. To look good is a bonus. Yes, I do prefer my character to look good, so I'll be motivated to play. But hopefully they don't give me like crap looking character to play. If I choose not to buy the skin, because I'll be looking like crap compared to other players. So I'm gonna try my best, and then you can see I can access the account vault. So one of the mistakes when I do play Guild Wars 2 is, I said in previous episode, I do delete the initial pad that they give me, which is a kind of a bad bonus. I should not have deleted the pad. I should have just kept it in the account vault, which I cannot find. I have only one time access to account vault. Once I reach certain level, they'll give me some rewards to access my account vault. Other than that, I have no clue exactly where I can access my account vault. I believe you need to reach certain level. Maybe you'll be able to access your account vault. You can see my items in my account vault has a lot of like quest items, like all the apple trophies are still like occupying all the space unnecessarily. So I've done what I can for this Guild Wars 2 series, and I'll still be continuing to pushing. We do have some difficulties because of these music claims for Guild Wars 2 series. So you guys may find that this episode series may coming out slowly, but actually I have already tried my best to complete like each episode, but all this releasing of this episode was delayed because of the music copyright claims. So usually I need to speak to my talent manager, and then hopefully we can get this thing sorted out, and we'll be able to deliver like good quality content to all my YouTube viewers. And I'm redoing the episode 4. The reason why I'm redoing the episode 4 was kind of ridiculous, really. I don't know why I would want to redo episode 4. Well, the basic reason for redoing episode 4 is for the icon above. I have actually named episode 4 as episode 3. So by mistake, I have actually comment on a episode 4 video, but I named the scrolling title above as episode 3. So that was kind of a mistake for me. So I have to redo this episode 4 commentary because of the laboring title icon. So it's kind of a sad thing that I was backtracking my time like this, but kind of like no choice there. I'm going to try my best, and hopefully we can push out more episodes, and then just improve my series as games continues. I'm going to relentlessly push out as many videos as I can before 2015 ends, and hopefully we'll get things sorted out. And you can see this month has been a very tough month for myself, but we're gonna push on and press on, and hopefully we can continue and accomplish what we are set out to do. Because I think sometimes people like myself, I need someone to pressurize me in order to achieve something. So I need that kind of push in life, where people tells you that sometimes you are not able to do something, and then you went out to prove them wrong. So right now I hope I am at least pushing an effort here, and like keep on producing this video, and hopefully we can get to somewhere eventually with this series for Guild Wars 2. Mostly gonna focus on Guild Wars 2, and I'll also be focusing on other video gameplays as well. You can see I'm opening the account vault that allows me to access my storage space at any part of the game. So kind of sad there that I deleted my pet. So yeah, I said before, yeah, I've said it many times, it's a sad thing. I hope the pet don't give me like extra bonus and stuff like that, because it'll be quite sad. So I just clear off, and once I put some stuff in my account vault, I have more things to sell. You can see we don't really need to keep the bag slots, the 5 bag slot that we buy from the NPC, because it's already in the NPC unless they update the game and remove the bag slots. So we're going to go to this vendor and we're going to sell, or the NPC here. Each episode may last like 1 to 2 hours or even 3 hours, depending. The reason why that it will last longer, because I want to have more achievement in my videos. I need to get more things done, more heart explored, more Vista explored, more event accomplished. So each episode may last like 1 hour to 2 hours to 3 hours, and during this time sometimes I may be very tired. Like for today, I may have a lot of energy because I feel slightly motivated once I saw some motivational videos of somebody undergoing through hardship but still managed to get things done. So right now I kind of motivated right now because I saw videos like that, like even when people go through obstacles, they're still able to achieve things like that. So even when there's people that put them down, they're still able to achieve a lot of things. So we're gonna kill this earth elemental that we spawned from the ground. You can see the reason why we come back to this mine is that someone has actually activated an event here. So even though we did not activate the event, we can join the event and get some experience. You can see I'm trying, even mining will get me like some experience, but not as much as completing all the events. There's more centaurs over here. We're just gonna clear all the centaurs, and hopefully we will be able to complete episode 4. I'm not sure whether this video has already been uploaded, so it might be a re-upload, because I believe I produced episode 4, but it's just that the title above was labeled as 3. So yeah, we're gonna try our best, and hopefully we can finish up with this episode 4. And let's see what we can do here. You can see there was a huge circle here for episode 4, and we're supposed to wait for wave of centaurs who's going to be invading the mine. We're supposed to protect the miners, I guess, from their work, and you can see more centaurs here. As I say, the game for Guild Wars 2 is being designed in a very realistic kind of feel, so you won't get some anime or cartoonish style. Most players in the West, they prefer some kind of realistic feel for in Guild Wars 2, like give all the players this kind of very realistic kind of feel for Guild Wars 2. But for Asian players, they do like anime style. For myself, at first when I was playing MMORPG, I do prefer real life style. I always told myself that I prefer real life, like realistic kind of game, so that you won't be so cartoonish and you won't look so like childish and kids-like. But there is a charm for anime kind of style games, and anime styles are actually very good games as well because of the storyline. They are very detailed in terms of the storylines if you do watch animes. And I do play like games like Dragon Nest, similar to Guild Wars 2, but Guild Wars 2 take it to another whole new level for open world. So the PvE is a different level compared to Dragon Nest. Dragon Nest is basically dungeon crawling all the time. Guild Wars 2 is about exploration, and a lot of things about Guild Wars 2 already far surpass Dragon Nest, except that they do have the same function for F and stuff like that. Guild Wars 2 have the targeting system. Dragon Nest do not have targeting system. So, but for both games, it is actually very nice and unique, and I like both game a lot. Someday I may do a series to go back to Dragon Nest again, but for now we're going to focus solely on Guild Wars 2. I'll be doing like a few series into be going back to Dragon Nest because I do have a good computer right now, the one that I built. So yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen from here on, and hopefully, but all the games that I play, they must have one element in common, which is the PvP aspect. In Guild Wars 2, I expect a lot of PvP, world versus world, but the PvE is actually kind of a bonus for me in playing this game. So it makes the leveling extremely fun, extremely entertaining. That you don't really feel like you're grinding, but it's more like finding hide and seek, finding all the location of the map, and then every time when you do encounter an event, you can join in randomly. Like for this event, we have already defeated the wave of centaurs, and you can see I'm using a bow now. Once you have a bow, you actually like do much more damage. You can even do an area effect spell. Bow is like actually much better compared to one-handed sword. For one-handed sword, I recommend, like as I said in previous episode, players who are doing PvE, I recommended using one-handed sword. The reason why, you can like thrust forward and run forward and basically use one-handed sword to maneuver your character smoothly around the map without any difficulties. If you do use a two-handed sword, you still can have speed boost in terms of running. However, you do not have that kind of thrust ability, like to just leap forward, to jump forward to the enemy. So I would still prefer a one-handed sword if I were to travel from one location to another. But perhaps the PvP aspect, I'll prefer two-handed sword. For now, for PvE, let's go with one-handed sword, so we'll be able to travel. So sometimes you can see that the skills for traveling, the thrust ability may not work properly because you do have a monsters that's at one location, and then you may not thrust forward straight. You may thrust straight to the monsters since you are using the skills. So I'm just still trying to figure it out, like how I can thrust properly without like targeting the monsters. So we have explored this point of interest, was reviewed here. This is a fisherman's key. So we're going to find a fisherman's key, and then we're going to kill the fish over here. So we're going to stab as much fish as we can, and then kill all those fish until it dies. And so right now we're going to continue just stabbing the fish, and once the fish is dead, our health and HP will regenerate very fast, and then we can start more lobsters. I believe that was not a fish. Was that a fish? I believe just now it was a fish, but this time it was a lobster. It looks like a shrimp, a huge shrimp. It's not a lobster. On first sight, it really looks like a lobster, but the name called it a shrimp. A shrimp is supposed to be small, not this big. Okay, so we're gonna just kill this shrimp, and then we can complete some of the hard quests. For hard quests in this fisherman's area, there's like 3 items you need to do. Perhaps you need to check all those cage. Once a cage open, there will be a fish you need to kill, or you can kill the shrimps, or you can clear the toxic fuge. So for me, when I come to this location, I guess that I try to kill the fish that I found from the cage. So it's gonna be a hard and tedious task for me to try and kill the fish. So right now, my goal here is to try and clear and see what we can get here. Clear more of the shrimps here, and hopefully we will be able to clear all those shrimps and see what we can gather from this episode. If I were to play this game and then comment at the same time, I believe I would be incredibly exhausted, because at some point when you play games, I don't know how other players work, but for me, I need to play this game in silent mode. I don't really play this game and then talk on a microphone like this. So you kind of let your mind do the working here, and then you enjoy the game and explore the location and think about the things that you need to do. But if you were to comment while you're playing, it will somehow delay my thinking for a little bit, because I need to think first before I plan for my next location. Okay, you can see right now we have another event. It just come up from nowhere. So the trust again launches us back into the lake. We're going to run up this hill. I can see there was an event popping up here. So I'm just going to jog up to this hill and jump over border, jump 2, jump 3, and we just thrust forwards. You can see there was a frog, and this is the boss, the champion alchemy, champion toxic alchemy. And then we will kill all those champion toxic alchemy, and then we'll just slash, and then we'll just kill for whatever things that we can kill, and just hopefully we can clear all those alchemy. And once those alchemy was clear, I'm going to use a bow, and then I'll keep shooting, and then just shoot everything until it's dead, and then clear more of the frogs, and you can see more champion toxic alchemy. And then you can see there was some fire that was burning there, so we're going to clear more of the stuff there and then fire it off. You can see my HP was going extremely low, so I'm going to heal myself with my ballistic skill. Sometimes we just slash and then try to slash as much as we can, but it's always good to use both so that it can do more damage. So using a shield is probably not a good option at this time, because you have many players that are helping you to kill this event. You can see, I don't know why there's so many players here who want to kill this champion toxic alchemy. Perhaps it would give them some kind of experience as well as some kind of reward here. But you do have a lookout for the flowers that was spawned next to you, because it would do a lot of damage and it would cause you to fall down and you will not be able to do damage. It can even kill you for the flower. So other than that, we can get a gold medal there for clearing and killing the champion alchemy. So we go and see if we can pick up anything. We pick up some things, and yeah, we do pick up some crafting materials. Other than that, some experience as well, but nothing as much. You can see there was a point of interest that was hard to explore here. So we're gonna try and swim and see if we can find a point of interest. I don't think we can do that yet. There is actually a secret passage from this point of interest to access there, but for this map for Guild Wars 2, we're not able to do such thing. So we're gonna continue our journey, and hopefully we can explore going under this ship wreckage, and then explore this waypoint. So sometimes if I'm doing like 1 hour to 2 hours long commentary, sometimes I'll do some funny noise. But the problem is, when I do funny noise, if my voice is not in unison, it will tend to cough a bit, because my voice is not really suitable to do like all the funny noise and then continue doing commentary for 1 hour long, and then do not expect myself to cough and stuff like that. But I do cough if I do all the funny noise, and if I talk so long, like 1 to 2 hours, I may also have some kind of cough going on. So it's gonna be a hard journey. Even for commentary, 1 to 3 hours long for a video, it's gonna be hard for myself as well. But we're gonna try our best, and hopefully each episode, I'm gonna try our best like not to cough here and there. But we'll see where this series will take us, because you need to do commentary like non-stop. You need to do gameplays. You need to have advance for your characters like non-stop, and it's kind of ridiculous. Maybe in episode 5 and episode 6, I must start off like, instead of just describing a commentary of what was happening in the gameplay, I'll start off you guys with a story about games and stuff like that, and just write out a content. Oh, I die. You can see, even though I die, I can still swim with one hand and try to move around. But if you do die on the ground, you are capacitated on land, and you're not able to move. But in water, once you die, you can still swim and move around with one hand. So we're going to try and swim to the surface, and hopefully once we reach the surface, you can see that we are standing here on the surface, but we're just going to hopefully try and recover. Since we are already on the standing surface, just try and recover, and hopefully we won't die. At this stage, when I first played Guild Wars 2, I initially thought that I am dead, but that's not the case. If you are dead, they'll show you a sign where you are defeated. So the screen here just shows that I was wounded, and I either need to heal myself, bandage myself, or I need to fight the monsters to stay alive. Sometimes if you do want to bandage yourself, you can also have like a last minute vengeance, where you come alive but you're still wounded. You have a last fight with the monsters that kill you, and then after a while, when the vengeance timer runs out, you are dead. So it's like a last minute fight for survivor, but it's just waiting for timer to run out before you die. So yeah, so that's what happened for Guild Wars 2. So right now we are going to continue our journey, and we're going to clear the toxic fuge, and there will be fish, and then we'll keep on swimming, and then we'll find this point of interest, episode number 4, and hopefully we can clear more episodes. I have stored up several pre-recorded episodes in this Guild Wars 2. So again, like before I play for a new episode, I may want to focus on producing the video first, because I don't want to store like too much memory here. So sometimes I'll just do my best, and hopefully we can clear and continue our journey to level 80. Level 80 is a long epic adventure. Sometimes it might take up like sometimes before we reach the end, and I don't really know like how I am going to do like long hours of commentary each episode, but we'll see what happens from there, and hopefully we can achieve and press on. Let's see. So sometimes there will be some toxic fuge over there, and we're gonna swim to that location. So I'm gonna just briefly describe like what I'm gonna do when I do reach the hard location. So you can see when we first started off, we kill some fishes, we kill some streams. These are one of the things or tasks that you can do for completing a hard quest. So for this hard quest, you can also clear the toxic fuge, which you see the black kind of thing underwater. Press F, you interact, and if you were to die, you go above ground and you'll be able to heal. So since I'm low level when I come to this area, clearing the toxic fuge is one of the best way for me to clear my hard quest. So right now we're going to the next location as fast as we can, and then we clear more toxic fuge, and then there'll be more sharks. So right now we're going to swim across to clear more toxic fuge, and then sorry, shit. Okay, should I cut that one out? Okay, I don't know, it's okay. I hope you guys don't notice that. But yeah, so I forgot the camera was pointing at me when I was doing commentary, and my mind was kind of wandering off, but it's okay. Hopefully you guys won't see what just happened there. Yeah, so that thing hopefully didn't happen, and we're just gonna continue our journey to the next series. Oh dear, I didn't know the camera was on me, so when I was doing that, kind of lame, but yeah. Anyway, no problem about that. We'll just continue moving stuff, and hopefully we'll complete our journey to level 80 as fast as we can. Oh dear, did I just show us? Never mind. Okay, so right now we're going to try our best. And then we're going to continue and try and clear more toxic sludge. It's going to be the epic. Damn, I don't like the sharks. Probably the shark sucks. I just don't like the sharks. I don't think humans should eat fishes underwater, because you don't know where the fishes been to unless they've been bred in fresh water. Because other fishes have been going through or the toxic kind of lead water under sea, and when you pick them up to eat, they have a lot of lead inside them, and human was eating a lot of lead from fishes. So it's not good to eat fish most of the time. It may not even be good to eat fish at all. The best way to eat is probably vegetables, stuff like that. Yeah. Don't really like to eat sharks. They're huge. But I believe underwater world, the biggest animal so far is the whales. So far we have not seen that. So we're gonna try our best and clear the toxic sludge. We have just a few more bars of toxic sludge left, and we're going to clear it. And so right now we're just gonna heal ourselves, and we'll proceed on for our next journey. And so yeah, finally we completed our hard quest, and we are able to get our hard quest here. So right now we're going to swim, and we're going to try and find the point of interest around for this location here. So sometimes I do forget that when I do commentary, if you guys saw what happened just now with my hand signs and stuff like that, so it's actually when I forgot that I was doing commentary, and then I was thinking about other things. So kind of, I really doesn't mean like putting out a hand sign. So what happened was, yeah, it doesn't really mean anything. So yeah, kind of, maybe it's just due to stress, due to like long hours of commentary here and there. There's lots of stress that you need to be able to complete. So okay, we're going to just jump around here, and hopefully we can clear more of the stuff, clear more of our bags, because I believe we have cleared the heart over there. There's going to be lots of inventory management in Guild Wars 2. A lot of epic like inventory management and stuff like that. But I believe like for episode 5, I may put some thoughts and thinking into making episode 5 like our research on stories from gamings, and then present out episode 5 instead of just commentary on all the videos. I may commentary on a particular topic each episode, so that it will not sound kind of me just describing the gameplays. So sometimes I may forget the camera was on me, so I may do like some hand signs and stuff like that. That was like not really acceptable, but yeah, I hope that okay, it's just me being me. So I guess that we'll just continue our journey and see what we can go from here. Okay, I guess my mind's feeling a bit toxic here when I was commenting on this video, but it's okay. We have more events coming out, more centaurs that we need to show our hand signs to. Oh my goodness. Okay, I really do apologize for the hand sign there. Anyway, we're just gonna continue our journey, but it's okay there. It's my channel, so hopefully we won't like get some sort of warning from that. So right now we're just going to continue with this episode and try to join this event. You can see our players went to a dead end here, but this guy was running so fast, and he has a pet for some reason. The pet was following him, so maybe the pet allows you to attack. Kind of disappointing there. I don't have a pet to allow me to attack, but it's okay. I can still live without the pet. Of course, I just deleted a free one. How come this guy have a bat for the guardian? It doesn't make sense, but he does have a bat to help him to attack. So I guess that's kind of cheating. That's where I should show my hand sign. But no. Okay, no, just kidding. Okay, so right now there was a similar event here. You can see we have already done this event previously. Just gonna get some experience. Somehow this event was triggered again by another player, so we can see there was a similar event when we do teleport back to this area for some reason. So we're gonna try and use a one-handed sword so we can deal damage to all of the players there, but we don't have like much damage to all those centaurs, but we do have a shield, so we're going to try and see if we can clear all the monsters here before the next wave arrive. And so right now you can see we're clear, probably the wave number 8. Yeah, this is wave number 8. So we completed this event relatively fast, and we got ourselves the gold medal. Oh, so right now we're going to continue our journey, and we're going to push forward here for Transcatlian Veil. And so we're going to clear more of the worms and clear more of the mosquitoes and stuff like that. So I have to remind everyone that this was done in an offline settings. This recording was not done in a live streaming. So yeah, so if you do, there was a hand sign, but I do record this gameplay without editing, so sometimes I might do some hand signs. It's not appropriate, but other than that, we're going to still continue our journey. We're still going to push on, and nothing's going to stop there. We're just going to keep on pressing until we reach like for the next location. So sometimes you may see my knees in the blink of an eye. So that's because I need to adjust my settings. I mean, if you were to do like long hours of commentaries, you cannot stick in like one location for long. I don't have a really good gaming chair. I'm used to sitting on hard wooden chair like this, because I'm not used to sitting in like soft cushion and stuff like that. It doesn't like make my blood flow efficiently. So I prefer like some kind of a seat where it's kind of hard, so that some of my energy that's been stored can be dispersed. So we'll just try and see if we can get to the next location here and review these points of interest and see. We're going to run over here. Basically leveling Guild Wars 2, unless you reach level 35 or level 30, then you may not be able to do dungeons. Because when I first played Guild Wars 2, I thought I'm able to do dungeons, but I'm not able to do dungeons unless I reach a certain level. Actually, I played this Guild Wars 2 free to play first, because I thought I could level faster if I do buy the account. But that was not the case. You have to pay them some money if you were to level fast, the gems for crafting. And there's no way to level fast for players like myself. So we're going to try, but we're still going to try to see how far we can go for Guild Wars 2 gameplay. But we'll try to complete each map, hopefully with the objective to reach certain level, so that we'll be able to explore the dungeon. But so far, no luck yet. We have not been able to join any event. There was like dungeon base. You can see there was an archer dying there. We're supposed to clear the spikes and then kill the centaurs. So I'm going to try and revive the archer, and the archer will help me to clear the centaurs with the burning skills. But archer is not doing as much skills as myself. When you do clear the centaurs, you can see that the heart quest was blinking. It means that it is the right way, one of the ways to complete the heart quest, by killing the centaurs. So, kind of a long journey for me to reach level 80. Although this is episode 4, I have already like episode 7 already pre-recorded. So, am I going to rush more video out? I don't think I can complete this series by 2015, but we will still continue our journey irregardless, and hopefully we can get everything sorted out, or those time, and then hopefully we can complete one video at a time. And I believe if you were to do all the videos all together, we're gonna make some effort there. We can complete our journey from level 1 to level 80. Oh, one more Vista I saw. Oh, the guy was dying. I better help him for a while there. But these monsters was elite toxic monsters. So I don't think I can kill it very fast for elite toxic monsters. And the guy was defeated. He was teleported to the waypoint. So I should have used a bow and arrow. It will kill him even more faster. But I was defeated myself. I think he has some kind of a you can see number 3 is vengeance, number 4 is heal, number 1 is to attack, and I don't know what number 2 does. You see, once we have like vengeance, we have a timer, and if the vengeance like runs out, we may die there because you'll be back for vengeance for like a few seconds. I don't think you can run away. Yes, the vengeance is to just so that you become like last minute fight. If you do die, you know that you're not going to survive. You just come back alive to have a last minute fight with the other person. So we kind of die here, kind of sad that we die to this guy over there. So we're going to just try and fix ourselves. If you do die, you can go to this NPC with a broken red heart. It helps you to fix your gears and stuff like that. Going to journey 80, and it's a one thing. It's very easy to record gameplay from my journey to 80. But if you were to record gameplay and do commentary all the way to 80, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be long and epic journey. Oh, look at what we have here. We're gonna teleport back to the location where we just died. But this time, we're not going to engage on any more monsters, but we're gonna focus on progressive gameplay. So even if you do die, sometimes when I die, I feel kind of sad for my character. I didn't really like play very well, and then I hope there's no penalty, because if there was experience penalty, we might increase our recording time. So kind of sad as well. So anyway, my objective is to complete the map. If we do come to a new location for a map, it's just to complete as many maps as we can, and then to continue and clear our journey. So we just jump across these logs that was already there, and then we'll continue to clear our vistas. Once we clear our vistas, we are level up. That is amazing. We just level up again. Although we died just now, kind of sad. What do we have? Okay, clear more spikes, but we need to clear the hard quest over here. This is probably the custom hill that I believe that we just need to clear. So clear more spikes around here, and then you can see that something was blinking on the map. So you can see this was some kind of like a fortress, a small barrack before the logs. That was built. We are level 18. At least there was some progress in episode 4 for reaching level 18. So I'm kind of satisfied that I've reached level 18 there. You can see just now we cleared those flowers that was causing all the hallucination monsters. But now we clear nearly everything here. So we're gonna clear all those woods, and then we're gonna continue for our next journey and clear all those spikes, and then we're going to just jump and continue jumping across. And then you can see there was some kind of flag which we need to clear. And then suddenly there was an event that popped up. Some people probably triggered the event. You can see we just completed the hard quest. Because you would not want to like run away from the hard quest once you're doing it, because it will take some time to travel back and then do it again, and then you waste some time. But if you do see an event, you can just see if you can just join the event. Let me just go to this area. We can see that there was some kind of fortress again. I believe this was the fortress where you need to defend the human fortress from the waves of centaurs here. So we need to defeat like 12 waves of centaurs in order to complete this event. So I believe this event will be something like a tower defense event or some kind of things like that. So we just try to kill as many as we can and try to. Oh, you can see we are limping right now since we are bleeding. So the game is actually like a like very realistic kind of thing. So oh dear, I think I set my computer to saving power if there was like no movement. I hope I still recording for the gameplay because there was some kind of like saving power even though there's like no movement and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, I should have now I remember why I set my computer like not to save power. Okay, so we're gonna try and set it back not to save power because if I were to do recording it will take some kind of difficulty for me, but you'll waste a lot of power if I were to fall asleep if I were to use my computer. So sometimes when I come back from work I'll feel some kind of tired and fatigued. So right now we're gonna still continue our journey, and so like no matter like what happened we still need to press on. And you can see there was more centaurs over there, and then there was more over there. Okay, and then so we need to clear more of the stuff like that. And so after we clear more of the centaurs over here, we're just going to clear more of the things. And yeah, more centaurs were dead. And then we're going to clear more of the centaur and more of the things here. So right now we've cleared nearly like everything here. And I believe this is the 11th out of the 12 wave that we need to clear, and we're completed for the gold medal. So we've just finished for this event. Okay, so right now, hey, oh my god, this episode is really long. My goodness, really that long? Oh my goodness. Okay, so you can see there was some more waypoint over there. We're just going to continue our journey, and hopefully we won't get framed because we record this gameplay like offline. Sometimes I feel a bit stressed, so I may have like inappropriate hand signs, so I hope you guys don't notice that. Okay, so now we're going to explore this waypoint over here and see what we can do. Yes, we have just explored, just fall down here. And oh my goodness, and this waypoint becomes contested for some reason. I don't know what happens when a waypoint really becomes contested. That means you cannot use it to teleport and stuff like that. Kind of lame. Don't know what happened with contested waypoint. I hope there can be some kind of explanation for players, like what do players do if they do have like contested like waypoint and stuff like that. So you can see there was one more point of interest. We're going to try and discover the point of interest first. We're going to run over to that location. And sometimes you guys know that when I do commentary, if we do like 1 hour or 2 hours, even 3 hours long, I will feel like extremely tired because like imagine 3 hours of talking without water. It can be really tiring. Sometimes your mind just won't stop moving, and you do all sorts of funny things on camera that you should not be doing, like just now, you know, the inappropriate hand signs and stuff like that. But Okay, so but if you do like commentary, sometimes it's good that sometimes I'm just not mentally prepared to be on camera. So I was like commentary and like feeling really exhausted and not really sure like what was happening and stuff like that. But anyway, we're just gonna discover this part of interest, more experience. You can see there was another event going on in the cave, but we cannot teleport there straight away because the error is contested. We're gonna see whether we can go to the event for escort quest. After the players like trigger this event, the escort quest triggers again. So it's kind of laying there. I don't know whether this is like repeated event and stuff like that. Don't know what really happens. Okay, so right now I guess I'm really tired doing all the commentary. Man, this is really tough, talking non-stop for nearly 1 hour. And okay, now you guys know why sometimes I'll have a background music, because for player like myself, it's nearly impossible to talk non-stop for like 1 hour. So sometimes you need to have a music to cover all those silent moments, because I really don't have a backup commenter to help me to comment, and my brain is really exhausted every time I record gameplay and still do commentary for 1 hour straight. I don't know why and how anyone could do like commentary for like 1 hour for no reason. Like, how can anyone do commentaries for 1 hour? 10 minutes to 15 minutes of videos is probably enough, but for 1 hour is really long. I don't know what things I got myself into for recording gameplays that was like 1 hour long, especially MMORPGs that was like 1 hour long. Kind of like sad that I got myself into this kind of mess. Oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to complete this series right now. It's kind of giving me a headache. But anyway, we're going to press on, and hopefully we're going to try and accomplish more in each episode in terms of gameplays. I believe in terms of gameplays we have already improved. There's more efficient gameplays, more recording being done, more progress for my characters in each episode. Unlike previous series like 23 episode, I may scrap it off. But for this episode, I have already reached and beyond like level 19 in my previous series, which is more efficient gameplays. But in commentary wise, I may be thinking to improve, but I may not redo the entire series again. But I may think of like writing a new materials and ideas for commentary before I comment, because commentary can actually be a task that needs to be separated. There needs to be a writer, you know. Every time you comment on stuff like that, there needs to be someone who can make your videos even more interesting, like some kind of storyline. Like, hey guys, today we're gonna speak about a new story for Guild Wars. Yeah, but it's not gonna be about Guild Wars gameplay. No, were you expecting Guild Wars gameplay? No, today's gonna be about a story about games. Well, we go through the entire level 80 series, something like that. So I'm not sure, but writing will take even more time. So we should add up even more time. So I may not you know, when I do like 1 to 2 or 3 hours of commentary, sometimes because for this episode I was told that I am actually describing what's happening in the video and stuff like that. So for maybe future episode, from episode 5 onwards, I may make this kind of Guild Wars like series of gameplays into like some kind of news, informative news. When I do commentary, there'll be gameplays for so that everyone can enjoy the news. When I was leveling to 80, how does that sound? I'm not just describing my gameplay anymore, and everyone will be able to enjoy like more informative news for Guild Wars 2. So, or just more informative news for just any related gaming issues, because clearly commentary and talking things for 1 to 2 hours to even 3 hours is going to be very tedious, and if it were solely based on the gameplay, it's going to be extremely hard as well. So I'm just gonna think like how I'm going to progress for each episode, and hopefully we can get to the location and as fast as we can, so we can see more of the toxic kind of monsters here. And so right now, even when the boss dies, you can see like this is not really the boss, I don't think so, but the monster die, it still fight to survive like a real human. It's kind of strange, kind of epic there. So I managed to survive just by using the bow, and we managed to kill that boss. Not really the boss, the mini boss. Not really the mini boss, it's like a normal monsters that fight like a real player. Yeah, that's what I call it, normal monsters that fight like a real player. And see what, I don't know how, like why some people will have pets and some people will not have pets, and how do they tame all their pets to attack for them, which is kind of strange. You can see some of the pets that can like shoot for long range, and then we'll just go from the location. I believe we have done this event before, so we're gonna get silver this time. Not going to attack much, gonna gather some of our materials, and we can gather the flower for crafting again. So we completed this event. Somehow we managed to complete the same event, so kind of lame there. You even get as like speed buff. Some players can actually speed buff for you, so we're just going to switch. Hopefully we can get some experience. I don't think we can get some experience by doing some of the damage there. Anyway, we have some speed buff. The speed buff temporarily runs out, but we'll still press on with our journey to level 80. So perhaps in episode 5 I suddenly have a new idea. In episode 4, so I may have some kind of like news. I may pick up like 2 to 3 news for the episode. So instead of me just plainly commentary on the gameplay itself, I just may focus on like newscasting, because really just talking for 1 to 2 hours or even 3 hours, it's going to take a huge time. It's going to make me very exhausted. And oh yeah, okay, so right now we have come to nearly the end of episode 4, but before we go, I'm going to show you guys one more progressive part of this game for episode 4. There's a vista over here that you can explore, so I'm going to show you guys this secret location and how you can reach the vista. So you need to climb the stairs. After you climb the stairs, you need to jump across this ledge here. Just slowly here, because you might fall down, and if you fall from a high point, you land on the hard ground, you might die in real life. This is how they picture that in real life, so you better be careful. We're gonna just jump slowly and just hopefully we don't trigger the roll. See, that's what happened. That's what happened when my character rolls on its own when I just press directional button. So we're gonna just jump. Luckily we don't need to climb the stairs again, so we're just going to jump across the same ledge. And hopefully we won't roll our character this time. We're just going to slowly make our way to the top. You can see the Vista point is over there, very close. We're just close here nearby, and we're almost reaching the top. Anyway, we're almost there right now. Just jump across this ledge. One more ledge over here, and there's one last ledge that we need to go forward to, and finally reach our location. So this is the Vista, and I'll leave you guys with this Vista that we just discovered. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you like this episode, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And in the next episode, episode 5, I may pick up like a few news for commentary for Guild Wars 2 in our journey to 80, because just playing commentary might be very difficult for me to say something for 3 hours or 2 hours. Okay, see you guys in the next episode. If you like this channel, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And thank you everyone for supporting. And please subscribe. Thank you, people. Peace. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Peace.